Welcome to this episode of Bounce Back Stronger Reflections. These shorter episodes are inspired by everyday moments that teach us about resilience, healing, and living with a little bit more intention. Sometimes the biggest insights don't arrive during life's major milestones. They come quietly during a walk, over a cup of coffee, or in today's case, while gliding across a peaceful lake. Let's dive in. Soon after my layoff, I signed up for an introductory kayaking course. It was something I'd always wanted to do, but like so many little promises I'd made to myself, it kept getting pushed aside. There was always work, another meeting, another deadline. The only other times I'd been in a small boat were canoes, where someone else was steering, someone else was deciding the direction. This summer, I made a different choice. Instead of buying that summer pool membership at the YMCA, I decided to learn how to kayak. I wanted to spend my mornings on a local lake instead of beside one. I wanted to trade concrete for cattails, chlorine for fresh water, meeting notifications for bird song. Before heading out one morning, I listened to a meditation on Insight Timer. As I opened the app, a quote appeared on the screen. Give yourself permission to be where you are. Those words by Krista Tippett stayed with me as I pushed away from the shore at Marsh Creek. No phone, no emails, no agenda, just me, the gentle rhythm of the paddle, and four birders quietly scanning the shoreline for wings. And we found them. Three great herons stalking the same marshy berm. I'd never seen three together before, and two bald eagles soaring overhead, a swan quietly preening at the water's edge, red-winged blackbirds calling from the reeds. The soundtrack was simple: birdsong, the splash of paddles, and the occasional hum of a passing motorboat. At one point, I watched one of the eagles spiral higher and higher until it became only a silhouette against the morning sky. I found myself wondering what it could see from up there, how different the landscape must look from that perspective. It made me think about our own lives. When we're in the middle of uncertainty, whether it's a layoff, a loss, or simply a season where nothing seems to make any sense, we're paddling at water level. Our view is limited. We see only what's directly in front of us. We can't see the larger pattern. Watching that eagle disappear into the sky, I realized it could see things I couldn't. Rivers, forests, roads, connections invisible from the water where I sat. Maybe that's true of our own lives. From where we are, everything can feel random, uncertain, disconnected. But from a higher perspective, perhaps there's a pattern unfolding that we simply can't see yet. That doesn't mean we stop moving while we wait for clarity. It means we take the next intuitive step. Or in a kayak, we dip the paddle one stroke at a time, trusting that even if we can't yet see where the current is taking us, we're still moving forward. I left the lake that morning without any new answers, but I did leave with a little more trust, a little more hope. Sometimes that's enough to keep dipping the paddle. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Bounce Back Stronger Reflections. If today's reflection resonated with you, I'd love for you to share it with someone who may be navigating a season of uncertainty. And I'd love to hear from you. What helps you keep dipping the paddle when life feels uncertain? You can connect with me through the links in the show notes. Until next time, remember, resilience isn't about having all the answers. It's about trusting yourself enough to take the next stroke. Take good care of yourself, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.